This is for all you guys without grills. I got you, so don't even worry. Smash the burger before you put it on the skillet. There's really no point in smashing on the skillet. Salt and pepper on there, have it high heat, get that crust. I melted down some cheese curds, you can do any type of cheese. Caramelize some onions, basically just low heat and some butter and give it some time. And boom, look at that crust, money shot. I also made an aioli for this. All an aioli is something mixed with mayo, I'm pretty sure. I mixed sun-dried tomato paste with mayo and I made this bomb aioli, sounds fancy. And make sure to like and follow, guys, I got you.
Today we're showing you how to make an extra cheesy garlic bread. Start off with a bowl in which you add flour, instant dry yeast, sugar, salt, unsalted butter, warm milk, 1 egg, and you mix everything together. Once it starts to stick together, you can put it on a flat surface and roll it until you've got a ball of dough. Put this in an oiled bowl and let it rise for about 30 minutes. In the meantime, soften some butter and add green onion, garlic, salt, pepper, and mix everything together. Now that your dough is proofed, place it on your baking tray and flatten it out into the shape you want. Add some incisions with a sharp knife to help separate the pieces once it's baked. Now you can brush that down with a beaten egg for a glossy surface, and spread on your garlic butter made before. Lay some fresh mozzarella in the creases, and now you're ready to bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes.
In fact, I owned a bakery before I moved to Texas for several years, and I made a killing making keto desserts. So here's one of them that was the favorite. I've already got the mix used, but in this bowl was 24 ounces of whipped cream cheese, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of, I used Keto Sweet Ultimate Sugar Alternative, you can use whichever one that you like, and 4 eggs. Now you put them in muffin cups. And for the bottom, you use pecan bits. You can get whole pecans and use a food processor, but I was a baker, so this is faster. So I left one so that you can see what the bottom looks like. But you bake them in a 350 degree oven for 18 to 20 minutes. When they come out, they will look like this. There are 3 net carbs in each serving of these. And if you try them, I hope you like them and enjoy.
Let's do something in gravy. Shake it and bake it. Shake and bake. Let's go. Start by spreading out your beef. Pop that trigger and stir it around. Now we're gonna add 2 cans of cream of celery, 2 cans of cream of mushroom, and 1 can of golden mushroom. Don't be shy, pour it all in. What's the deal with the milk?
Milk makes your gravy just a little bit thicker.
Oh yeah. And beef ain't beef without some onions. Stir it up real good. Incorporate all the ingredients. Oh yeah. Ready to go?
Little more Danos.
All right.
All right, here we go. You gotta shake it. Woo! And bake.
How long?
225 for 1 hour.
All right. Then what?
And then we're gonna turn it up to 325 for 2 hours.
Come back for part 2, y'all. Shake and bake. Woo-ha!
Unpopular opinion. I don't press my tofu. I can already hear the comment section coming for me, but what I do is I drain it and I pat it a little bit dry, but I still want my tofu cubes to be moist, and that's because I'm making tofu nuggets, but the only thing I'm really breading them in is nutritional yeast and then spices, which are totally up to you. I switch it up almost every time, but this list is what I used right here. And since we didn't press our tofu, the spices just automatically stick to it, and you can make these amazing little nuggets that all you have to do is just bake them for 20 minutes and they come out all crispy and amazing and delicious. Don't knock it till you try it. Also, can we appreciate that this video was shot with only 1 camera angle, or are you still...
This is a delicious meal prep idea. Buy the whole salmon fillet, it's a lot cheaper. Segment it off to your desired portions. Nice and gorgeous. Now hit the salmon with your favorite seasoning. I'm doing salt and lemon pepper. Now lay them out on a rack. Don't forget to season the sides. Now into the oven at 375. For our green sauce, some parsley and cilantro, a bunch of lemon juice, a bunch of lime juice, 1 jalapeno, and a little olive oil. And now blend. Going with your rice, your beautiful piece of salmon. Going with your carrots, your green sauce. And now we have final product. Now bismillah.
A lot of you guys don't know this about me, but before I got into content creating and posting recipes online, I was actually an iron worker. So that means I had some really long days and packing my lunch at night was not a thing. So this is what I would make almost every single morning in less than 5 minutes. This was my go-to lunch when I first started my keto journey. I had this steady for probably over 6 months when I actually lost the majority of my weight. So I'm not saying this is the healthiest lunch, but it's something quick and easy that worked for me. I normally ate 3 of these. It kept me full all day long until I got home from work. It's super simple. It's a slice of provolone, 2 slices of pepperoni, 2 slices of salami, and then I would fold them all together like that and put them in the container. I normally added lettuce, sweet cherry peppers, and some Italian dressing on mine, but there were definitely days where I was too tired to even put that stuff on it. Always paired it with a pickle, and you guys already know for more easy recipes like this, hit that follow button.
Okay, Mama's making keto Chick-fil-A nuggets that's kid approved tonight. Tastes probably better than Chick-fil-A. So easy, so good. So I'm gonna show you step by step. Okay, y'all, the first thing you're gonna do is marinate your chicken in the fridge with the pickle juice for about 30 minutes. While that's marinating, go ahead and get your almond flour mixed up along with your egg mixture. If you don't have coconut milk, it's okay. Use oat creamer or even a heavy whipping cream. And then you're going to toss in the egg mixture, then transfer to your almond flour. Give it a good mix, a good coating. So I'm cooking in my air fryer on 400 degrees. I like to spray the tops with cooking spray so it gets that nice crisp. And y'all,
Let's pickle some cherry tomatoes. First, you're gonna wanna take a skewer and poke holes in your tomato. Once your tomatoes have been poked, place in a 32-ounce mason jar. 1 cup of water, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, tablespoon lemon zest. And you know I love spicy, smoked ghost chilies. Bring to a boil and whisk until all the sugar and salt has been dissolved. Make sure your brine is cooled for 30 minutes. Pour it over your tomatoes. I let these sit in the refrigerator overnight. Sweet, acidic, and a nice kick from those smoked ghost chilies. If you like this recipe, don't forget to like the video and smash that follow button for more.
Poor man's comfort food, Dollar Tree edition. Here we go. All right, we're feeding 4 kids on $4. Let's go home and do this now. We're gonna have to use some seasonings, but we're gonna make this work. Heat up your pan and lubricate. And throw the porkers in. It's like a seasoning mix. Onion powder, garlic, oregano, basil, pepper, and a pinch of non-flaky salt. Mix, mix, mix. Let's crumble these guys up and add the seasoning. Make it rain. And I'm definitely going to save some of that seasoning for the sauce because it probably needs it. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the sauce. Mix. And put that on these. Like so. And add cheese. Those are for the kids. This one's for TikTok. 6 to 8 minutes. All right, let's slice into the TikTok one.
You know those spicy curly fries that they seem to sell everywhere, but also nowhere, but also Arby's exclusively? I think I hacked the spice. So it's 1 potato, a little bit of olive oil. And then last night I was wondering, do people get bored of videos where they just list out ingredients? Because I was up till 3 a.m. watching videos of cake where they did just list out the ingredients, and I loved it, but I also retained zero information. But that might just be a me thing. So let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know if you know what brand this curly fry is, because
Street food on TikTok for 21 days. 1.5 pounds of chicken breast. The chicken into bite-sized pieces. Your chicken, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine, and add in 1 egg white, and 1.5 tablespoon of cornstarch. Together, and we're gonna set it aside for 20 minutes. Cut 5 cloves of garlic, chop your green onion into 2-inch pieces, slice up some ginger, 1/4 cup of dried chili. Make the sauce into 2 tablespoons of black vinegar, 2 tablespoons of my favorite Lee Kum Kee oyster sauce, 1.5 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, a teaspoon of grounded Sichuan pepper, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch together, and heat up to medium hot. Then a generous amount of oil. The pan is hot, we're gonna add in our chicken.
the chicken set for 30 seconds to a minute. Then we're gonna start sauteing the chicken for 2 to 3 minutes.
Add in the white parts of the green onion, ginger, and garlic.
Saute together for 1 to 2 minutes or until fragrant.
Your red chili, teaspoon of grounded Sichuan peppercorn.
Saute together for 30 seconds.
Add in your sauce.
Together for 2 to 3 minutes.
Add in 1/4 cup of toasted peanuts. All your green onions.
Together on high heat for 30 seconds. Now look at
Do not be alarmed. This is exactly the right amount of garlic you need to make one of the best pasta sauces I've ever had. This is Anna Garten's arrabbiata recipe from her new cookbook, and it starts with a whole cup of peeled garlic cloves cooked in an obscene amount of olive oil. While that's happening, you're gonna puree some San Marzano tomatoes, and once that garlic gets nice and golden, it's gonna be mellow and sweet, and your kitchen is gonna smell amazing. I know that I dangerously overfilled my blender, but it's fine. Don't worry so much. Now pour your sauce back into the garlic-infused olive oil, season it with some crushed fennel seed and red pepper flakes, and oh yeah, some wine, don't forget that. Simmer it until it looks like this, and add your pasta. I had a lot of time on my hands. It was a Sunday night, so I made fresh rigatoni, but you can just use dried pasta. It's totally fine. Finish with some fresh basil and let it all cook together for another minute. I know this is really saucy, but I like it that way. Cheers.
Y'all love my voiceovers, so here's my chicken souvlaki recipe again. Add 3 tablespoons lemon juice to 2 tablespoons olive oil, add in half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, salt to taste, half a teaspoon cumin, 1 tablespoon oregano, 1 teaspoon thyme, and tons of grated garlic. Mix really well and marinate your chicken in it for 1 to 4 hours. Pop them on some skewers or bake a whole chicken breast and grill it up until both sides are golden.
Ever since making this garlic herb truffle mac and cheese the other day, I cannot stop dreaming about it. First, cook your pasta through, drain and set aside, and for a sauce, add butter. I use my compound butter, but that's optional, and add flour. Mix and toast for a few minutes, then gradually begin to add in the whole milk and heavy cream, 1/2 cup at a time. Once that 1/2 cup is fully mixed in, then add in the next 1/2 cup and so on. Season with garlic powder, black pepper, and add some truffle oil if you'd like. For our cheeses, we're adding freshly grated Gruyere, white cheddar, Parmesan cheese, and mozzarella cheese, 1/2 cup at a time, again so you don't get a grainy cheese sauce. My secret ingredient is garlic herb Boursin cheese. You don't have to use it, but it makes it really creamy. If needed, add salt, then add in your fresh herbs. I like to use chives and parsley. Mix your pasta in, then put it in a deep baking tray. Top it with freshly grated mozzarella cheese, as well as some panko breadcrumbs. Broil to perfection.